Konnichiwa Wagwan, because the guy is here to make a content creator. Back again, video with
Chelsea. Chelsea's elsewhere. Follow me on IG.
You have seen her here on the channel before. Hit her up on TikTok, IG, all these places. She's hilarious and she's dope. She's been in Japan for a minute, so yeah. Make sure you cop the merch. Konnichiwa Wagwan is there down there by Teespring. And support the channel if you want to see me do stuff, alright? This video is kind of something that people kind of skirt around a lot, or they talk about it, especially the English schools that recruit foreigners here. And we're having a discussion a little earlier talking about like the importance of speaking Japanese and who and companies that encourage people to learn Japanese or just downplay it, downright. Basically realize that English companies, that little niche, brings in a whole lot of foreigners from the English speaking world, and they always kind of say, hey, you don't need Japanese because blah blah blah, you want to immerse the kids. But trust me, not understanding Japanese is a blessing and a curse, but more of a curse than a blessing, I think.
Yeah, what I would say, I completely agree, and I would say like everything comes at a price. So it's like these companies, like English teaching companies, they will market a Japan to you that's not the reality. So like telling you that you don't need Japanese to live here. Well, it's true. You can live anywhere without speaking that language, but
what's the quality of your life living in that country, right?
What access are you going to have to a lot of opportunities? And you know, we mentioned this in another video, but Japan is a nation where still the majority of like everyday life is conducted in Japanese.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to like there's always a price to pay. These English companies will talk a good game to like get foreigners in, but they treat you poorly. You work long hours that you are undercompensated for, so you're highly underpaid. And they're predatory. Honestly, like it's predatory because it's like they just need bodies in, right? They need native English speakers to like give these classes. Oftentimes they don't provide you any training, so if you've never taught before, good luck. So they kind of like throw you to the wolves, then you could get in trouble for like not being a good teacher even though you haven't gotten any training. And I know that there are some English companies that they actually also own, like they're kind of like the parent company of like apartments. And so it's like they'll say like we're gonna this is the apartment that you move into. It's in a share house. It's cheap. It's already furnished. But what you might not know is like that apartment is like owned by the same English company, so it's like they're already paying you like chips for the amount of work that you do, but they're getting your money back because they're taking your rent, but they're making you feel like they've done you a great favor so that like you don't have to go through the stress of finding housing and finding furniture because they've done it for you, but they're not really doing you any favors. Yeah. And so it's like that's kind of what you're corralled into if you, not everyone, right? But unless you have like marketable skills for certain industries where English can only be used and Japanese is not necessary. A lot of people that come here that are English speakers are kind of corralled into this English speaking world, and like it's not the best. It's not the best.
Well, for my company I can speak that they do offer some training, but I mean it's what it is, on the job training and stuff. Cool. But you have a training loan that they take out of your salary for the first year of your contract that you're here in Japan.
That's predatory.
Every month. And they pay for your apartment, but apparently there's a kickback as well, because if it's a company apartment, they would have had a deal with like a Leo Palace or whatever. They do get some back based on the leases and stuff. So I mean, yeah.
Making you pay for training is crazy.
In a sense, yeah, because you
should be getting paid to participate in training.
So you get paid for the time you're there, but they also, because they're giving you a space, a training apartment to live in, and you know, they don't want you if you don't have it up front. If they say, okay, pay this up front, but it's weird because many companies like Jet, if you come on the prestigious Jet program, I think they cover everything except for
yeah. I'm glad that you're saying that, because I came as a Jet, and whenever people ask me like, coming as an English teacher is a great way to get your foot in the door. But then there are, within English teaching, there are like certain schools that are actually good and they pay well, and there are programs that are good. Jet, I can say, is like one of the better programs. It's because it's in conjunction with the government.
So
they can't really mistreat
yeah.
you. Your visa is handled for you. All you have to do is turn in paperwork on time, but it's like they take care of your visa, they help you find an apartment. Of course, your rent is not covered, but you're really well paid as far as English teachers go.
True.
Your plane fare is covered when you come to Japan.
And when you leave as well.
And yeah, I mean, I did 3 years in the JET program and I have no complaints. And when
Don't you get an increase every year?
That's right. So actually, let me let me just be I can be
That's
transparent
fair, yeah.
about the salary. So the first year your salary is like 300,000 or 270,000 yen or something like that. And then every year basically like it goes up by 300. So it's like your first year you're getting
By
200.
30?
Listen to me. The first year you're getting 270,000 yen per month. If the exchange rate was decent, that's about $2,700, but it's not good right now. But let's just say it's easier that way.
Alright.
And then your second year, you get 300,000 yen a month.
Jeez.
So it basically goes up by $300
30,000. Yeah, oh,
for
yeah.
the month.
And then by your third year,
And then your third year, you get
330.
33. Sorry, 30.
yeah, 330,000.
330,000 yen. So about
That's
$3,300
sweet.
a month.
You
That is
want
good.
for nothing. And then you can go 5 years if it's if there's a maximum of 5 years, but you maybe change to like a supervisor or something, or work with the board.
No,
or,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happens
some
there. 'Cause
people
I know
actually
some
have
people
great
were